Hi students, welcome to my YouTube channel Literature Insights, an easy platform to learn English language and literatures in English. As you know, we are making a series of multiple choice questions on grammar by considering the need of students during the period of examinations. In this video, I am going to discuss with you another 20 very important MCQs on grammar that are very significant for the learners of English optional in preparation of their final examinations. So in this video I have given 20 MCQs. Along with each MCQ I have given 4 options. The student have to select the correct option out of these 4 options, so they can judge themselves how many marks they will score in the test of MCQs given by me in this video. Each MCQ having 1 marks, total 20 MCQs having 20 marks. So you can judge yourself how many marks you will get out of 20 marks. So you can comment me in my comment box. I will appreciate your efforts. Let's proceed the video of MCQs on grammar. So let's proceed. Today's a video of MCQs on grammar part 3rd. So in this video I am going to discuss with you very important 20 MCQs on grammar. So let's proceed. The first question is, the form of sentence can be studied on levels. So here 4 options: A phonological, B morphological, C syntactical, D all the above. The students have to select the correct option out of these 4 options on the basis of their study. So now here the correct option is D all the above. The form of sentence can be studied on 3 levels such as phonological, morphological and syntactical. In phonological level we can find the phoneme or sound is same. For example, bank is used for financial transaction and another bank is used for the river bank. Then morphological. In morphological levels we can simply study the structural analysis of words. And third, syntactical levels. In this level we can simply study the structural analysis of the sentence. Then question number 2, he has arrived here, isn't it? The tag form used in this sentence is. So now here again 4 options: A correct, B incorrect, C absolute, D none of the above. The student have to select the correct option for this question out of 4 options. Now here the question tag is used, that is correct or incorrect, and the correct option is B incorrect. He has arrived here, isn't it? The tag is used incorrect because here the correct tag is he has arrived here, hasn't he? Then question number 3rd, which is the definite article? So now here 4 options: A, B, and C, the, D, some. So now as we know there are 2 types of article, definite article and indefinite article. So now here the students have to identify the definite article and the correct option is C, the. Question number 4, match the pairs. Here you have to just match the pairs given in the MCQs. A noun, B determiner, C adjective, D preposition. And there another side you can find the word 1 from, second pretty, third this, fourth boy. Again 4 options: A 3, B 2, C 4, D first. B A4, B 3, C 2, D 1. C A1, B 2, C 3, D 4. D A2, B 2, C3, D4. You have to just identify the correct option out of these 4 options, and here the correct option is B A4, B3, C2, D1, means noun boy, determiner this, adjective pretty, preposition from. So you have to just identify the word class of word Question number 5. Noun functions as the in noun phrase. Here you have to just identify the functioning of noun in a noun phrase. Again, four options: A determiner, B head, C numeral, D pronoun. The correct option is B head. Noun functions as the head in a noun phrase or NP. For example, the table. If you just make an analysis of this NP, so here you can find the is determiner article and table is head noun. So always noun functions as a head in noun phrase. Question number 6. The noun makes a difference between singular and plural form are called. So you have to just identify the correct options out of these four options given here. A variable nouns, B invariable nouns, C common nouns, D abstract noun. The noun makes a difference between singular and plural form are called, and the correct option is A variable nouns. So in variable nouns we can easily identify the singular and plural form of noun. Question number 7. Expresses the actions, events, processes, activities and states. You have to just identify the word class, which word class expresses the actions, events, processes, activities and states. Again four options: A noun, B adverb, C verb, D adjective, and the correct option is C verb. So verb expresses the actions, events, processes, activities and states. As we know, verb is a significant word class in the sentence. Without verb, the sentence does not connote any kind of meaning. Question number 8. The form of sentence can be studied on levels. So now here again four options: A2, B4, C3, D5. You have to just identify the correct option out of these four options. The form of sentence can be studied on how many levels? So now here the correct option is C, 3 levels. The form of sentence can be studied on 3 levels such as phonological level, morphological level and syntactical levels. On these 3 levels the form of sentence can be studied. Question number 9. The term refers to a word, a phrase, a clause or a sentence expressing more than one meaning is called. So now here again four options: A phrase, B word class, C ambiguity, D multiple sentence. You have to just identify the correct option out of these four options, and now here correct option is C ambiguity. The term ambiguity refers to a word, a phrase, a clause or a sentence expressing more than one meaning, that is called ambiguity. So in ambiguity we can find the sentence having double meaning or interpretations. Question number 10. How many types of ambiguity? Again here four options: A1, B2, C3, D4. You have to just identify the types of ambiguity. What are the types of ambiguity? So now here the correct option is C3. There are three major types of ambiguity such as phonological, lexical and structural ambiguity. So these are the three significant types of ambiguity in grammar. Then question number 11. An old man and woman is an example of. You have to just identify the sentence an old man and woman is an example of A ambiguity, B clause, C simple sentence, D complex sentence. So now here the correct option is A ambiguity. An old man and woman is an example of ambiguity. So here we can find the old is an adjective that modifies both men and women. So in the first sentence we can say both men and women are old. And in second sentence we can say old just modifies men, only men are old and women are normal or general. Question number 12. We know that there is no ghost. Identify the type of clause used in the underlined sentence. Here again four options. A. That clause. B. Nominal clause. C. Relative clause. D. Adverbial clause. Students have to just identify the correct clause of the underlined sentence, and the correct answer is A. That clause. So here in the underlined sentence, that clause is used. We know that there is no ghost. From that there is no ghost is a that clause. So now here in the given sentence we can find that that clause is used as an object. Question number 13. Exclamatory sentence begins with an exclamation of. Again four options. A. What. B. How. C. Both A and B. D. Only B. So here the student have to just identify how the exclamatory sentence begins with an exclamation of. So now here options, and you have to just select the correct option out of these four options, and the correct answer is C. Both A and B. Exclamatory sentence begins with an exclamation of what and how. For example, what a lovely flowers. How funny is it? Question number 14. Identify the type of noun blackboard. Again four options. A. Compound noun. B. Simple noun. C. Both A and B. D. None of the above. Here students have to just identify the type of noun blackboard, and the correct answer is A. Compound noun. The blackboard is a compound noun. Question number 15. Simple sentence consists of clause. Here again four options. A. Single. B. Multiple. C. Complex. D. Only B. Here the students have to just select the correct answer for this question. Simple sentence consists of how many clauses? Single clause, multiple clause or complex clause? And the correct answer is A. Single clause. Simple sentence consists of single clause. Question number 16. Are words denoting some quality or property attributed to nouns are called? So what is the class of words? So now here four options. A. Nouns. B. Verbs. C. Adverbs. D. Adjectives. You have to just identify the correct word class for these definitions given here. So which words denoting some quality or property attributed to nouns, that is called D. Adjectives. Adjectives are words denoting some quality or property attributed to nouns. Number 17. Outstanding children's physician is an. So here you have to just identify the correct answer out of these four options. You have to just identify the correct option out of these four options. A. Nouns. B. Verbs. C. Adverbs. D. Ambiguity. And the correct answer is D. Ambiguity. Outstanding children's physician is an ambiguity. So now in this sentence we can interpret it as in two ways. So here we can interpret it as he is physician for children. He is an outstanding physician for children. So these are the two meanings of this sentence. So it is an ambiguity. Question number 18. The teacher pointed at me. Identify the word class, underlined word in the sentence. So here in this sentence, the teacher pointed at me. You have to just identify the word class of the pointed. So again, here again four options. A. Noun. B. Verb. C. Adverb. D. Adjective. And the correct option is B. Verb. So in pointed is a verb. Question number 19. Identify the root word of globalization. So now here the word globalization is given. You have to just identify the root word of globalization. So it come under morphological analysis of words. So now here again four options. A. Global. B. Globe. C. Globalize, D. Globalizations. So you have to just identify the correct root form of the word globalization, and the correct answer is B. Globe. When you do the structural analysis of the word globalizations, at the first point you have to just draw out the suffix ation, then there is a globalize. After globalize you have to just eliminate ize, then remain global, and after global you have to just identify al, and then there is a last root word, that is globe. Then question number 20. The child smiled. Identify the structure of the underlying sentence. So now here the sentence is given, the child smiled. Students have to just identify the structure of the word the child smiled, and the correct answer is A. Yes we. Yes means subject, we means verb. The child is subject and smiled is verb. So now here in this sentence we can find the structure of subject plus verb. In this video, we have seen 20 very important MCQs on grammar that are useful for the learners of English optional in preparation of their examinations. So, if you like my videos of MCQs on grammar, please share, subscribe my YouTube channel Literature Insights among your friends and fraternity of English language and literatures in English. Thank you for watching.